Welcome back to another lesson of Microsoft Excel Essential. In this lesson, we are going to learn about page settings and print selection. Well, these are very essential stuffs which you have to learn before, printing or, representing anything. Now, the first thing we're going to go through is going to be our page settings. Now, where are you going to find it? Now, what you have to do is either click on review and also view. Okay. These help you out with the page settings, and also you can go through page layout to fix it up. Now, just like I said in the introduction that the page layout settings belong in the page layout, ribbon. Now, in the page layout ribbon, you have margin, orientation, size, then print area, break, background, and then print tiles. Now we're going to go through a couple of them in this lesson. Now the first thing you're going to learn about is going to be the themes. Now if you want to apply themes, you can apply it whenever you want. You can see just like this, select the one, whichever one you want, and it will be applied directly on your spreadsheet. Now, you can also fix colors, fonts, and effects. But the main thing we're going to learn about is going to be our page settings. Now let's start off with the margins. Now click on the margins and you will find out these margins over here. Then select whichever one you want. Let's say most of the time I use narrow because it gives me enough space to put in my own data. When you click on it, you will basically see that there will be this guideline or, a couple of these lines which will appear on your spreadsheet. And this will basically give you your idea about your page. Okay. So up till, let's say 47, K47, from A1 is going to be one page and the amount of data I can put in. But one thing is that when you extend up your data, or let's say extend your cell, it's going to go out of the margin. And that means now this time it's up till J47. Okay. Now you can fix in your margin according to the work you're doing. Okay. Now the next thing you're going to learn about is going to be the orientation, whether you want portrait or landscape. So select whichever orientation you want. When you click on portrait, it will be the same. But when you click on landscape, you will basically see that this part has now extended. So this is how you will be able to select your orientation. Then it depends on the size. Now, what type of page do you have? Well, most of the time we use legal A4, A3, or maybe A5. So select the one according to the printing page size and then print it on. Okay, I'm going to click on keep it on portrait. Then we have is the print areas. You can select your printing areas. Let's say you want to select, maybe you want to print only these part. Okay. You can go off the print area and then set print area or clear the print area. When you click on set print area, you'll be able to select the part. Let's say if you want to extend it, you can select this part too. That's like totally up to you, whichever parts you want to use. Okay. Let's say I'm going to do is use it up to here. Or maybe when I select on this, click on this print area, set print area, press on OK, and then select the area of print or data you have in your spreadsheet. And there we go. Only that part will be selected to be printed. Okay. Then we have is breaks. If you want to apply page break or remove page break, that's like up to you. It will just add in that, distinction in between them. Then we have is the background. If you want to apply any photos to work as your background under your spreadsheet, you will be able to apply that too. Then we have is this print tiles. You can apply on print tiles according to your desire. Let's say this is also a type of orientation, but it's only for printing. Now, in which order do you want your data to be printed? Okay. Let's say it can go first horizontally and then vertically, or maybe vertically and then horizontally and then so on. You can fix all of these up according to your need. Let's say if you want grid lines, you can apply grid lines. If you want it black and white, you can do that too. You can also apply color filters. You also have draft quality, rows, columns, headings. You can add anything you want by going through these options. Then we have a scale to fit. You can fix out your width, height, and scale it up according to your desire. Let's say I'm going to do is fix up my width. Now in my width, I'm going to apply 2 pages, and in height, I'm going to apply in 5 pages. Okay, so in horizontal row, or let's say horizontal, it will be 5 pages, and width, there's going to be only 2 pages. So it's going to be like this, and then only 2 over here. Okay, so this is basically how it works. Then we have is this print or sheet options. You can, just like I did on the introduction part, you can click on view. If you want any grid lines, you can print the grid lines too if you want to. So if you want these type of cells to appear when you print it on a page, make sure to click on print and these grid lines will also be printed along with the data you are trying to print. Then we also have headlines. Okay, this also works the same way when you're printing on it. Let's say if you want to just click on view so that when you you see it when you are working on it. But if you want those to be printed too, you just have to make sure to click on this print option or check that box, and then these columns and rows will also be printed at the same time. And then we have is this is kind of like the selection pane in other software such as Microsoft Word and then Microsoft PowerPoint. You can send and bring forward elements. Let me just show it to you once. Okay, I'm going to go off to insert, click on a shape. I'm going to do is apply this shape over here. Okay, there we go. We're done. Now, as I have this shape, I'm going to click on insert again, click on shapes. I'm going to do is apply in a circle, but I want it to go back. So I'm going to do is go send backwards. There we go. Now this element, which we applied in the first one, is now at the top. So this is basically how this, option works in page layout. You can also align your elements if you have any in your, spreadsheet. Then after you're done with this page layout option, make sure to go off to review so that you can spell check and go through some accessibilities and all of those. And then the last thing you have to do is the view option. In the view option, you can see page breaks. You can apply page layouts and also get custom views of your work. You can also zoom in, zoom out. You can also change panes and also windows through this ribbon. Okay. Now the last thing we're going to learn about is the print section. Now you can just press on Control and P so that you can go off to the print section. In our print section, it is very simple. So the thing you're going to see is that the number of copies, the printer you want to select, and the print active sheets, or let's say, now how are you going to learn about the sheets or which sheets are active or not? Now the thing is that, let's say I'm going to go off over here and make sure to click on this. Now you can deactivate it by, deselecting it, or you can go off to the first sheet and then select the ones, okay, which you're working on. Now, as I did not put any data on sheet 2, it will not be selected and not be printed. So that means sheet 1 is going to be active when I put in any data in sheet 1. So that is basically how it works. You can just, print out the active sheets. You can see it over here, and you can select the pages and from which page to which page. Now, if you want collated, let's say 1, 2, 3, and all of those, and you can also keep it 1 and 2. That's up to you according to your desire and how you want it to be printed. And you can also select the page size from over here too, even though if you did not go through page layouts, settings, you can fix them from over here. Most of the times, like I said, we use A4, A5, legal, and all of those. So make sure to select the page you have in your printer. And then the last one, we also have our margin. Now, you might see that there are only 3 margins that are available over here, but you can also customize your own margin, fix your top, header, and then also your right, foot, bottom, left, according to your desire. Now, if you want your data to be at the center, you can also fix that up. Now, if you want it to be at the center horizontal, it will be center. And if you also want it to be vertical, you can also keep it to be vertical. That will be at the middle of the page, okay? So this is basically how it will look like. Just press on OK, and you can see that my data is now at the center of the page. So now you know about how you can go through these settings and how to fix them up. Now, after you are done, you can just go through the copies, apply, or put in the number of copies you want to use or print. And after you're done, just click on print and you will have your file ready and print it. So hope you learned everything about this lesson. And now let's move on to our next lesson of Microsoft Excel.